Hello everyone and welcome, my name's Ali. Today I have more Call of Duty Ghosts information for you guys, building up to its release on November the 5th, just about a week and a half away now, so close. Of course, once it hits November the 5th, I'm going to have a ton of content here on my channel, so look forward to that. But today I've got some cool information regarding Ghosts itself, including a little look at the masks related to the single player, how combat training will work within multiplayer, the USR sniper rifle, which I believe will probably be the most popular and most used weapon in the sniper category for Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer, a few of the camos that I've spotted as well, and some other little bits of information. It's all going to be very cool, and as I said, we're very close to its release now, but we're going to jump first into a little teaser from Call of Duty Ghosts themselves, and without further ado, I'm going to show you that teaser and then come back with more information. So that very short teaser there is actually relating to single player campaign, showing off 5 different masks for the 5 different characters, the sort of core characters within the campaign for Call of Duty Ghosts. You can see here a full detailed version of the 5 masks. The middle top one is of course the mask that we've been seeing the majority of the time for Call of Duty Ghosts, the one that we're used to seeing, but the other 4 are worn by other different characters within the campaign, and you can see one of the characters wearing the mask on screen there. I'm pretty sure these 5 characters are going to be like the predominant characters within the campaign, so if you enjoy the kind of campaign side of things, that's interesting. I'll be doing a full campaign walkthrough on my channel once Ghost releases on November the 5th, so stay tuned for that. But I know you guys want to know a lot about multiplayer, so jumping into some multiplayer images here. These have actually been taken from the war game mode within squads. This is simply the new combat training version for Ghosts, so it allows you to jump into any map, play against some enemy AI. These enemy AI will get better and worse depending on how well you play, so it's definitely going to be a bit of a challenge. So it's from that mode, but it resembles exactly how multiplayer will be within Ghosts, so everything's going to be exactly the same. And the first thing to look at is this scope here, the thermo scope. We've seen this within other Call of Duties, but it works differently within Ghosts. As you can see, the enemies are actually highlighted as a grey outline, and for certain situations this just doesn't help, especially very close to the enemy. It doesn't seem to be very effective. If there's a lot of stuff going on around that enemy, it's not working too well, but for long distances, we can see here, it certainly works very well indeed. It also goes through smoke because of course it is thermo, and this has been set up in a hybrid system, so you can flick between this scope and the holographic scope you see on screen here whenever you want. The next image here, I spotted the Modern Warfare 3 prestige symbols on one of the enemy AI's actual player cards. It doesn't show all of the prestige symbols, so I'm thinking that perhaps it shows as many prestiges on that player card as you have actually unlocked and completed within Modern Warfare 3 yourself, perhaps. But there are, I'm sure, going to be tons of different player cards within Call of Duty Ghosts, but this is just a preview of one of them. I thought it was cool because it did show off some of the older Call of Duty prestige symbols. How it's unlocked, not too sure, but definitely something cool that I spotted there. Next up here, I actually have the images of a camo within Call of Duty Ghosts, which is very cool. I believe this is the first camo that we've actually seen in use within Ghosts, and it looks very similar to the red tiger camo within some of the previous Call of Duty Modern Warfare series games. Looks very awesome. And here I have an image of another camo shown within multiplayer. So we have the red one, we here have a yellow one with a slightly different actual texture pattern on the weapon, but so far these are the only 2 weapon camos we've seen for Call of Duty Ghosts within game. Once I get details and images of all the other camos, I will share them with you guys here on my channel, but these 2 are certainly some of the more basic ones. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of other sort of crazier ones and cooler ones, and I'm sure we'll see DLC camos again coming back for Call of Duty Ghosts. That's awesome. But a look at one of the camos there. Next up here is the USR sniper rifle. Now the reason I highlighted this is because when we've seen it within the trailer, it was always in use with a silencer, and here it clearly isn't. So a silencer isn't something you have to use on the USR. That was a sort of theory and prediction that people were throwing around, because the only time we'd seen the USR, it had a silencer on it. But here we can see it. Looks very cool. Looks similar to, of course, to the MSR within Modern Warfare 3. I think this is going to be the most used sniper rifle, perhaps alongside the L115, of which I have gameplay on my channel. and this USR looks cool. I believe it's also sporting the same camo, that sort of red tiger camo, so that's very cool indeed. A look at the sniper rifle that you're probably going to be using if you're a keen sniper fan. Next up here, we actually have a look at the Remington R5. The only reason I'm showing you guys this is just because I don't think we've seen it before in use. It looks like it's got quite cool iron sights, and that's one thing to note, is that all of the weapons I've seen so far seem to have very, very nice iron sights. And this is actually an assault rifle, so something cool to note there. Next up here, we're actually jumping into a different mode, but I'm still going to be highlighting some multiplayer stuff. So the mode we're seeing here in this first image is from Safeguard. Safeguard is the new survival mode that I played a lot of within Modern Warfare 3. Within Ghost, you have 3 different versions. You have up to wave 20, and then you've completed it, up to wave 40, then you've completed it, and then unlimited. So you can play either 3 of those variations. Up to you. The actual round that we're on at the moment is a round we can just go around and pick up these sort of bonus items, which are actually kill streaks. We get a look at some of the kill streaks here, which is pretty damn cool. Your AI controlled teammates can actually pick these up as well, so make sure you're rushing to the one that you want nice and quickly. And if you're a fan of Safeguard, this looks very, very cool indeed. There's a few more pieces of Safeguard information. If we have a look at the next image here, we can see that the weapon you're using within Safeguard ranks up. That's that blue bar, and once you rank it up to the next level, it does more damage. So if you want to stick with a weapon and use it a lot, that's definitely going to be very, very successful. And the white bar underneath it, as that goes up, you get a bonus care package which will drop rewards for you to pick up, and you can actually see some of them in the next image here. You can see a sniper off to the left, I believe the Vesper SMG up the top, a shotgun to the right, so that is very, very useful indeed. And next up here, you can actually see this SMG in action, and I wanted to highlight the iron sights of it, because the iron sights look like something you see on an assault rifle, very much a long distance iron sight, but it's on an SMG, and these iron sights look very, very clean, very, very nice, not blocking too much of the way. You could argue there's a bit of sort of stuff going on in terms of the left and the right hand side of the iron sight, but apart from that, it looks very, very clean, something that's cool to see. Here again, you get a cooler look at the actual Vesper itself in action being used. Next up here, we get to see the actual weapon and the contextual leaning feature being used. This contextual lean feature automatically happens when you ADS or zoom in behind the edge of a wall or an item. It will lean you around the edge. This can be turned off within the settings of the game if you feel it's not benefiting you. If you find that it's being annoying, you can go and turn it off if you want. And the other new movement feature replacing the dolphin dive from Black Ops 2 is the new sliding feature that can be activated in the exact same way. So you've got contextual leaning and sliding as 2 new movement features in multiplayer, just in case you guys had missed out on that. And then another specific actual Safeguard image is this icon here, which can be dropped from the enemy's AI when you kill them. And if you go over and pick up this item, it's going to automatically rank up the weapon you're holding at that time, so it's going to do more damage, which is very, very cool indeed. But that is all of the information I have for you guys today. Hopefully you have enjoyed the video and the information. Make sure you're subscribing for all of the latest Call of Duty Ghost news and pretty much gameplay at this point, because in just a week's time I will have launch gameplay on November the 5th and loads of Ghost content. Give the video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. I really, really appreciate that, and make sure you aren't missing out on any of my other videos, including a new Road to Ghost video where I play Modern Warfare 3 getting ready to Ghost, and then another video where I actually talk about some more information I uncovered a few days ago relating to Ghost multiplayer. So cheers for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you on my next video.